Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the 10 Questions of the Interview series, where we interview entrepreneurs, business owners and influential people. This week we catch up with our family man, an entrepreneur and a financial planner. Here's 10 questions with Ash.
My name's Ash McAuliffe. I do a couple of things. The first thing I do is I'm the father of 3 kids. I'm a financial planner and I have a couple of startup businesses that I'm trying to get off the ground. My first job was working next door at McEwan's. I do floss. I don't use floss though, I use one of those little hard brushes. First car was a 1983 Toyota Hilux SR5. My biggest struggle in life has been trying to juggle the things I want in my business and in my own personal achievements with the growing responsibilities of being a father and a husband as well. So they've kind of, early in my career, I was very focused on getting the results that I wanted. But now when your family grows, and I've got 3 kids under 5, the balance between wanting to achieve something for the purpose of demonstrating to your kids that achievement's important and it's possible, and also the financial rewards of achievement that means you can provide for your family, but also balancing that with the fact that the thing that your kids want most is to sit with you and read and play and do all those sort of things. So that's been probably the struggle in the last 5 years, and that's been the hardest struggle. It's very easy when you're a single person and just out there to smash it. You can do that as much as you like, but when you've got people that depend on you, that's where your real balance comes in. So that's probably been the biggest struggle. I do it with my hands when the situation requires it. That's hamburgers, generally takeaway food. So absolutely. Sometimes just the digits are required. Is the schooling system outdated? I think there are elements that could be improved upon. The kids in uni, like you see like some of these expensive sort of high pressure schools that grind the kids to get 95 plus TERs. All they're teaching them is, here's the answer, remember it, so we want you to pass the test. But those kids, when they get to university where they've got problems to solve, they can't do it because they're not used to problem solving. They're used to answering questions that have already been asked. What happens when you're answering a question that hasn't been asked before? They've got no answer. There's no book they can read. They've got to rely on their skills and their talents to work through it, and the resilience to get a knockback and get, shit, that didn't work. What do I do now? That all those things come into success. You look at people like Steve Jobs and Elon Musk, their resilience is incredible, and even Bill Gates, the knockbacks that those guys have had, like to convey to anyone who's starting on a particular journey is, it's not going to be fun. If it's a big journey, it's not going to be easy. So when you have that setback and that second setback and that 10th setback, get up, learn from your mistakes and just keep pushing forward, and it's not going to happen overnight either. The myth of the overnight success is usually predicated by 10 years of failure and resilience. So it's not going to happen overnight, and you will have setbacks, and you will you'll have those moments where you're challenging yourself and you're questioning, why am I doing this? Why don't I just listen to my mum, get a good job and just live happily ever after? But the answer is in the goals. So if it's easy, everyone will do it. It's not. Is that they're going to fail. So failure is a part of trying. There's that many quotes from prominent people in the history where they've mentioned if you haven't tried anything, or if you haven't failed, you haven't tried. Right? There's so many quotes around that are absolutely true, and I think there's a lot of people who the reason they have achieved any degree of success in any capacity has been because they were able to get up when they were knocked down. been criticised, they've been told no, they've tried and failed, but they've been able to get back up, have faith in their own mission and what they're trying to achieve and what they want for, whether it's their business, what they want for the world, what they want for their kids. If it's important enough for you, then you can get back up and keep going. And sometimes you've got to take a step back, and sometimes you got to push forward. But the biggest thing that people need to know, if they want success, or if they want a goal that's bigger than the average goal, or they want to change the world, is that it's not easy. There's not one game changer in our history that has just walked straight through this path and go, listen, I'm going to change the world, everyone on board, great. They've always had challenges, they've always had, they've been pushed back, they've probably been judged more favourably by history than they have by their peers and their contemporaries, because they're trying to do something different. So just, if what you're doing is important enough, this is another Elon Musk quote, if it's important enough, you just have to do it.
Thanks for watching that video, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, share this with someone you know, and remember, guys, be you, be the best you, and become the best version of yourself today. See you next week.